I knew we didn't need the audio test.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Yeah, who'da thunk? It's crazy. It's almost
crazy.
like we don't touch settings, really.
We do, though.
Not really.
And, random things can happen. Where the fuck are we?
Why
am I so
slow?
Because
Because you're carrying a large weapon.
More than likely. Hey, it's a dead Wookiee.
That is a very large
That's kind of
weapon.
funny. I have a minigun.
It's a big weapon. I don't know why it's called a minigun. It's very large.
Uh,
Very large and very in charge.
True. I have a chain gun, which also doesn't have a chain. Unless the chain
I guess the chain is technically the bullets.
Yeah.
They're all chained together.
Ah!
To the rhythm, Katy Perry.
That's a song?
Yes, it is.
Oh, neat.
Featuring someone with the last name of Marley.
Marley?
Yeah. Obviously not Bob Marley. I believe he's related, though.
So,
I mean, he has relatives.
yeah.
So it's not crazy to think, like, yeah, there's someone out there who's, like, great uncle is Bob Marley. And also, their great uncle is dead as fuck. There's a lot of people like that, really.
I never, got into Bob Marley stuff.
Neither did I. He's a fucking hippie.
He's way too hippie for me. Yeah.
Closest thing I got to being into Bob Marley was thinking that the two jellyfish from Will Smith's Shark Tale were kind of funny.
Yeah. That's pretty accurate. Can you die, sir?
It's the only way white people can get into Bob Marley, is people making fun of Bob Marley.
I keep pressing the wrong button because I'm thinking we're playing a different game.
What game do you think we're playing right now?
I don't know what game has a left bumper as grenade.
COD has left bumper as like a tactical grenade. Doesn't, no, Halo's left trigger.
Back.
Bumper. I feel like that's a command that I've used before for a grenade. You know?
Oh, hey, they're coming.
I can't think of what it is.
What game has had, the weirdest controls, in your opinion?
I always thought Grand Theft Auto had really weird controls.
Oh, yeah?
How, X was jump.
Oh,
that always fucked me. Like, the Rockstar games, I guess.
Yeah, playing on Xbox?
Yeah, X is... Oh, yeah. Sorry. For all you, motherfuckers out there who don't understand, both controllers' schematics, it's also square. X/square. Actually, if I say X, I mean X, because apparently PlayStation calls it cross.
Oh,
and we have to respect that.
Fuck them.
We have to respect that.
No, I refuse.
We have to.
I do not respect PlayStation.
Why not?
Because they haven't done much for me besides it's my childhood, and I mean,
Damn.
if I'm following your...
If you're all into nostalgia... No, you're not following my thing, you're following your own thing.
No, I was just about to say, if I was following your thing, fuck nostalgia.
Yeah, right.
Hey, crossbow.
PlayStation owes me nothing, because I didn't even have a childhood with them. I was a Microsoft man.
Oh, yeah. Xbox all the way. Did you have any other consoles? Or did you have, a GameCube or something?
I did have a game. I had a SNES and a GameCube.
Nice.
So a little bit of Nintendo.
I played on N64 when I was younger.
Yeah, I had a friend who had an N64. I played 17
Was it
minutes
Darrell?
of Donkey Kong 64.
Your best friend in the world?
No, it wasn't him.
Amazing that you say you have the best friend in the world, Darrell, and then you replace him with Anthony. Other than me. I'm taking my rage out on these Trandoshans.
You used all those bullets? When?
Not all of them, but in a clip, you know.
Well, you know what I meant. I meant all of them as in everything in the clip. Either way, well, it seems that we're back to fighting Transdoshans.
Yeah, they've been here. They're the ones who are fucking trying to take the
I know, it's
Wookiees.
really fucking annoying.
They're trying to take the Wookiees as slaves.
Just hopped in with the knife.
He's just trying. He's really trying.
Are you gonna close this blind so you can stop peeping at random people as they cross through your fucking yard like an old woman?
I'm good. I'll try and stop. I do it a lot.
Sees a flash of movement in his eye. He's such a fucking boomer now that he owns property.
I did see fucking Anthony earlier, and he didn't swing by, so I felt very upset.
My man's got shit to do, man.
I fucking guess so. What's up, boomer?
He just seemed upset that you shot him in the face right there.
Now he's dead.
He's got the Bane mask, you know?
Yeah, now he's upset, so he doesn't have to feel.
Or pull that off, would you die?
No, but it'd be extremely painful. I'd be alright.
So I haven't seen that movie, right? So I originally thought the line was, it would be extremely painful, and then he responds with something, and then he was like, for you.
Ah.
So it's it would be extremely painful for him, But now I think it's like he says it would be extremely painful, and then the guy says you're a big guy, and then he says for you. So he means he's a big guy in his mind.
Right, right.
So the line is less cool now.
I haven't watched that movie in fucking times.
You goofball!
I thought it was an item to pick
idiot. Why would an item have a 30-foot radius around it that's just like, hey, I'm here by the way?
Hey, I touched that 30-foot radius and then I just died. I'm not big-brained enough to move out of the way. Which sounds kind of foolish.
That sounds really stupid. Yeah, why are the soldiers big-brained enough to take a step off the mine and just walk away?
That's so many little chips that he throws in there. Like little hot chocolate.
The tase, the EMP. That's not how EMPs work. You walked into another mine.
No fucking way.
You walked into another mine.
No fucking way. I'm taking it as a separate.
Can you die later? This isn't a good look right now.
It better not have been another mine.
It's not the vibes, my man.
Oh man, I'm dead. Really? You're up in the air.
It's all going wrong.
It's all falling apart, brother.
Oh god, I can't get a coherent 37 seconds in this game.
Oh no, oh no!
Oh god, oh fuck. So this guy in this stupid little triangle right here, did he make that for cover? He probably did that. There's a lot of dead Wookiees. I thought we were helping them.
Can't help them when they're already dead. Man, they're fucking zooming.
They are, yeah, they're coming in. They have guns, but they're like, fuck that.
Nah. Suicide
guns.
run.
Fuck guns.
Fuck that, pussy boy. Fuck it. Fuck it, right, boy.
I see.
I see. Quoting things yet again.
Detonator placed. Clear.
Back at it again with the unneeded references. It's your boys C and S.
All we can do for comedy is
unnecessary referential humor.
Back.
I will say though, when
What
you spoke the lyrics to that song, it reminded me of that video of the dude sleeping, and they put the super bass boosted speakers right next to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Weaklings here. Dude,
pretty...
imagine if you died, and then if you didn't get revived, you became a slave, and then that was the rest of the game.
You became a slave?
Yeah, you just like worked for some random Transocean guy doing normal chores.
Then
when you fuck up, he just shoots you in the back of the head.
That'd be neat. That'd be like a nice little twist that they added in there. It's like, oh,
it'd be a really shitty twist. I'm pretty sure everybody who owns that game would be pissed. Yeah. And then 3 years later, they come back and be like, actually, it's an amazing piece of work that really shows, that like, it's like, all right, man, I get it.
I don't think it would be the same people, but yeah.
I think it would be the same people. They come back because they would remember that they had fun with this game, and then they'd hit that point, and then they'd be like, well, I don't want to be wrong, so I'd rather just lie. But actually, it's a meta commentary on it.
It's a metaphor, actually?
Yeah, like, they'll pull that shit, and they're like, oh my god.
It's a metaphor for slavery? Yeah.
It's a literal allegory to slavery. It's a direct one-to-one comparison.
Can we finish this fucking game?
It's a metaphor for the soldier's mentality and how they're chained to combat, and how this guy is,
You're getting too real, my guy.
Shut the fuck up.
You're getting too real.
What do you mean I'm getting too real? Neither of us are soldiers.
No, not us.
Oh.
They're fucking characters.
Gotcha.
They're trapped in water. They're bred for just that. Oh, there's a lot.
Oh, there's a lot of
Oh, there's a lot.
And you just kept getting in there.
Uh-huh.
Staying these trandos.
If you go...
What the fuck does that mean?
If you go further in there, you'll eventually be out of there. If you just keep on going.
But what if it doesn't end?
There's gotta be a way to end it. There's gotta be. Nothing is infinite. Except for the void.
I mean... Pretty sure if you ran into a crowd of Asians, like every Asian in the world, I think you'd like die before you made it to the end.
Possibly. Then that would be your end, I guess.
Right.
Yeah. Which is all that
so
really matters.
In anything, in comparison to a human's lifespan, a lot of things are infinite. Because they're there before you die, before you're born, and they're there after you die.
I guess from a certain point of view.
And by a subjective point of view, it's infinite.
From a very subjective point of view.
Right, but that's all.
You're a cunt.
Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe fuck yourself.
Maybe that's subjective. Oh hey, full health?
You're subjective! Yeah.
Place a charge in the center joint.
More of this charge
Oh, yeah,
shit?
we're
I'm
destroying the
tired of
bridge.
these explosives, man.
We're destroying the bridge. It's cool.
Oh my god.
I'm coming in
Were
with a
those
shot.
trees? Oh my god, they're awful.
Droids. Oh yeah, the actual shotgun ain't good for that. What am I fucking playing, bro?
What are you playing?
What game am I playing? I'm playing Doom. That's what I'm playing.
Oh, that's the game that has it. Yeah, I remember now.
That's it. I'm gonna fucking die because I turned my.
You
fucking
flashed
brights
yourself
on.
like a weirdo.
I turned my brights on, dude.
He's got them LEDs, man. No one can see.
Brother, please.
God, I fucking hate those things.
I know. You hate them. I hate these fucking super battle droids.
Oh!
I feel that. How'd you sleep last night, Skylar?
Fucking normally, but I woke up later than I should.
Oh?
I mean, I got out of bed earlier than I've been getting out of bed. I got
I'm
out of bed at noon today instead of like 2.
Me too. I'm just glad I didn't stay. Yeah, glad I didn't stay in bed till 2 o'clock, like I have been.
So yeah, I woke up, I
kinda
took a massive shit, and then showered, and then ate the sandwich, and I watched like 15 minutes of YouTube, and then I came here.
Nice. Oh,
So
hey.
you could tell I'm like fresh and ready and prepared for the day.
As you can always tell. Oh fuck.
I'm a bundle of. Oh, he's gonna blow himself up. Oh, never mind.
Never.
He was flashing red. You know what that means?
It means I have my marker over here.
It means he's gonna blow himself up.
Oh, that just works.
Oh, really? No. I guess he gets him to stagger.
That just works.
Oh, yeah? Huh.
That really just did it. Oh,
I
hey,
guess,
a spawner.
Oh, there's a spawner? Those sons of bitches.
Those ace hoes.
Those sons of bitches.
Oh, hey, I finished Doom Eternal.
Oh, wow, that's crazy. It's almost like it's
Yeah.
a 6-hour game.
Yeah.
How long did it take you?
Like 6 hours, I think.
Damn. Spent $60 for that, huh? Alright.
I'm gonna keep playing.
I mean, yeah. Game's got some replayability. Not a lot, but some.
I'll be able to get all the unlockables.
Do you think you'll be able to play it on Ultra Nightmare Fuckhead?
Fuck no.
Okay.
Not with those Marauders.
Okay.
Bonk.
But they have an easily exploitable AI.
True. But I'm also bad.
Well, when you beat the game on Ultra Nightmare Fuckboy, you won't be bad.
We'll see.
You see, like,
They do
when
have
when,
master
when I
race.
started God of War on the hardest difficulty, I sucked ass at God of War. And now, I'm pretty fucking good at God of War because I had to get good.
You force yourself to get good.
I forced myself to get good at an accelerated rate.
Didn't want to.
Most people don't have the cojones to play a game they know they don't know that well on the hardest difficulty as soon as they get it. And most people are pretty smart. But then there exists the subset like me, who throw themselves in the dirty day one, spend 3 hours in the tutorial fight, because that shit's tough. It's tough when you don't know how to fight.
Where the fuck are these men's gonna be coming from?
Not that door. Almost certain.
Did you do that when you played Dragon Ball Fighters or like Marvel vs. Capcom?
But the CPU on the hardest difficulty?
Yeah.
No, I usually have them on medium, and then after I get done with medium, I'm like, alright, now let's try the hardest difficulty. And see, the shitty part about practicing with CPUs is that certain things, it's obvious, but like, certain things just don't work on them that would work on other people, or
Right.
at least have a chance of working on other people.
Right.
Like, like mix-ups and mind games and shit, that shit doesn't work on CPUs, because they just know.
Yeah.
And they block, and they don't have, like, they don't react, like, according to how you've been playing, so you can't, like, yes, you can't mix them up, because you're like, ooh, I've always been doing this, so now I'm gonna do this, and it's like, okay, I'm just gonna block it. And it's like, no, a human would be like, they would fuck up and they would get hit. But also, certain things work on them that shouldn't work because they're fucking CPUs.
Like
Such as in Marvel vs. Capcom. If I get close enough, I can just mash B and I'm going to get a grab. No matter what. Even if they break, they'll break it 86 times in a row and then get grabbed. They won't call any assists, they won't jump out, they won't do anything. They'll just keep getting grabbed. Exactly. And that shit would never work on someone who knows how to play the game. So, like, there was a video that I saw a while ago. I never watched it, but it was like, practicing with CPUs is actually a bad thing, because it makes you have bad habits.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I get it, but at the same time, I can't play with other people.
Sure.
And for at least certain games, like for Dragon Ball Fighters, I can always, just play
PC?
Yeah, I can always play against people because it has a free online multiplayer. I have an Xbox, so if I want to play, like, say, Soul Calibur, first off, no one plays that game anymore. Second off, no one in my house plays fighting games. Thirdly, that's actually it. So
You have to try.
I have to, yeah, like, I would have to, like, go to someone's house, but you want to play Soul Calibur 2. So I have to play against computers, or I just wasted my money on this game.
True.
So I know I'm not going to go competitive for Soul Calibur 2, because first off, the competitive scene is gone, and second off, I've seen the competitive scene. They're tough. It's a bit much.
They're a bit hard.
I can't even tech throws. You think I can fucking... you think I can do well in a fucking competitive setting?
Fuck no, bud.
I'm so bad with tech and throws for some reason. But we're not talking about fighting games. We're talking about this game.
No, we should talk about fighting games.
Okay, what do you want to talk about?
Dragon Ball Fighters and how fun it is.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty fun. I'm enjoying it a lot.
I feel now that I'm done with Doom,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and play more Dragon Ball Fighters.
Okay.
Are
you finally gonna get it on PC?
No, I'm not spending any more money. Like, that's why I had Dan buy me fucking Tabletop.
Well, you didn't have him do that. You just did it.
That's why Dan bought me Tabletop Simulator. Because
Simulator.
I'm trying to not spend unnecessary money.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that won't be happening.
No,
oh hey.
Ugh.
That took a second.
That was compressed. Yeah,
Well,
we
hey,
did it.
cool.
We blew the bridge up.
Woohoo!
Good thing they don't have any flight-capable things.
Yeah.
They're stuck.
Nah, it's mostly just like,
What
hey,
the fuck?
hey,
The
we can't bring
conflict
in,
has escalated.
we can't bring in the ground soldiers now.
Alright, squad.
Yeah, they could bring in the ground soldiers, but I guess whatever. Let's not get into
We
that.
gotta fly in the ground soldiers.
Which is harder than just having them walk, I guess.
Exactly. Have you seen the amount of trees? It's a lot of trees, bro.
There is a lot of trees, which is a lot of cover for choppers.
Yeah, but if they can't,
And a lot of cover for ground troops when they get dropped off.
if they can't go through the trees,
Well, you can have them rappel down,
yeah,
Whatever. We're not here.
It'll be hard.
We're not here to speak war tactics in Star Wars because
it'd be fun.
inherently they're incorrect because Star Wars is fantasy.
Inherently.
What was like the doubting noise and then the agreement? Was that the audible mix-up?
It was because you said inherently, because it is a fantasy, but it is also like some things could actually work in real life. That's mine.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I get it. I would also fall for that shit, but it's still kind of funny.
It's kind of funny.
If shoes on the other foot. You always make fun of me when we play Dark Souls. Now I get to make fun of you when we play this game.
That's okay.
You can't heal, brother. Just get in there.
I'm going.
Get in there, perish, remember, and then when you reload with full health, don't walk into it.
Like Scorch just did, probably.
He's got his name.
A go. That was out of screen.
It was on the floor.
It was out of screen.
It was on the floor.
It was out of sight.
But it was on the floor.
It was out of sight,
But
brother.
it was like, you should have been looking at the floor because, mines. If
Sight.
there's one mine, there's more than one mine.
Not always.
I mean, almost always.
Almost, maybe.
Better safe than sorry, Cody.
Do I see any mines? I see no mines. I see an explosive barrel right here.
Man, hoping someone doesn't shoot that shit when you're
shit.
charging in.
Is that a mine? It's not a mine. It's not a mine.
Funny if it was though.
Funny. Because hey, we disguised a mine as a gun. Yo, I still got fries in my freezer.
As you do. Where else would you have them?
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. There is nowhere else to have them.
My
The fridge!
So they get all fucking soggy.
Gross!
Yeah, I know. So they get nice and soggy,
Yeah, so you don't have to actually cook them when you eat them. You can just pull them straight out.
Yeah. Throw them in the microwave for 30 seconds.
Nah, that's gross.
Just go.
Oh.
Sev, go.
I think you put them on the other side. Yeah, you put them on the wrong side.
He'll survive.
He's getting gunned down right now. In real time. My man's is getting gunned down. Look at him, he's down.
Yeah, Scorch has got him.
Oh my god, Cody. The worst commander.
Yeah.
You go down just as much as your squad mates, and also you don't give a shit about him. Oh no, he's gonna die! You did throw a grenade at him.
It was good.
He came in with the
dog.
chest, the big boot, the wrestling move.
The Undertaker special. Big boot to the chest. Yo, I learned something actually about, you know how every once in a while, like, wrestlers get super fucking hurt, and, like, you'd see, like, big gashes, like, on their head?
Yeah.
I just learned the other day that they had, like, blades hidden in, like, their uniforms, so they could take it out and, like, cut themselves.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, a bunch of old wrestlers have, like, fucking tore up foreheads. I didn't know about that. That's pretty crazy that they used to do that.
It's pretty metal.
It's pretty metal, bro.
I didn't know you were. I didn't know self-harm was part of the fucking contract.
Part of the metal contract.
Yeah, it's just like, hey man, by the way, you know, you're gonna be a famous wrestler and all that jazz, but you are gonna have to cut your own face at some point. They're like, for real? I was like, yeah, we're not talking shaving either. We're talking big boy gashes.
Take a knife.
We're talking stitches.
Cut your head
and
open.
you're like, what the fuck?
Ooh, cut your head open. Oh. Are you gonna?
I think I've asked you this question before, but like bringing up the self-harm bit, it's like, would you be like an assassin because you have to like cut your finger off? Like an old-timey assassin? Because they had to cut their finger
an
off
Assassin's
instead of the
Creed
new-timey assassins? Where... No, even in the new-timey Assassin's Creed games, they don't lose their fingers anymore.
Right.
They just use hidden blades.
Yeah.
Except for Odyssey, he just has like a spear that he stabs. He never actually uses any.
He doesn't have a hidden blade.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey has nothing to do with Assassins and Templars.
Oh yeah.
Zero.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, nothing.
Hmm.
The closest you get is like fuckers in Persia.
Just some Persian.
And you're a Greek, so you don't even fuck with them except for DLC. So like the DLC brings in the Assassins.
Really? That's
and
fucking.
the Templars.
Why is it even Assassin's Creed anymore?
I don't know. It's like because the Animus exists, and like they cut to real world. They
Like
cut to
for real, your guy's not even an assassin. Like in
No,
Origins,
he's just a mercenary.
In Origins, they had a thing
Right.
where it was like, hey, he's the first like real like assassin. He's got like the missing finger. He's got hidden blade.
Right.
Fucking let's go.
Yeah.
Damn.
Nothing.
Damn.
He's a mercenary.
Huh.
And that is it. No one ever no mysterious people ever approach him and are like, hey man,
There isn't some like
you ever thought
story
about
stuff?
using those powers to fight for good?
There
Nah.
isn't some like end
Let me tell you the
credits?
story. So, in the present time, the people, the assassins, so that's why it is an Assassin's Creed game, because that's still
Right.
going on.
Right.
They find the Spear of Leonidas, the Spartan guy,
Yeah.
and they're like, hey, this is a really powerful artifact.
This is a piece of Eden
or something
right
like
here.
that, right?
Yeah.
Like, it'll lead us to something.
Yeah.
And so we're going to follow his time, we're going to follow his life to find out where this thing is.
Yeah. We
Because,
want to
he's-
find the piece of Eden,
right.
so that.
And it's like, oh, there's 2 strands of DNA because that allows you to pick a male or a female.
Yeah.
So you jump in, your guy's a or your girl or guy is a mercenary, and all they do, they just do mercenary work, straight up, right? And the bad guys are not the Templars, it's just a cult. Nothing to
Okay.
do with Templars, just a cult. They don't I guess they have similar ideals to
Right,
Templars because we want to control the world because not everyone deserves to have their own choice.
Okay.
So, but they're not the Templars. They don't anyways.
Right. Yes.
I might have just what's the word? I might have just contradicted myself with the lack of explanation. The cult is very similar to the Knights Templar.
Okay.
I don't believe it is the Knights
Their
Templar.
title
though.
is not the Knights.
They are not called the Knights Templar. They are called the Order of Cosmos.
Okay.
So the whole story is you taking out that whole fucking cult.
Right.
The whole thing.
The whole thing.
So they're gone.
Yeah. By the end of it.
Yeah, you kill them all. Well, you have the choice to kill them all. And you should kill them all because if you don't kill them all, then you can't fully upgrade your character all the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's like, you need to upgrade the spear using pieces of Eden that the cultists have, right? They have these little things. And the more of those things you get, the more you upgrade your spear, and the more you upgrade your spear,
Oh, you can use
the
them
more
with
tiers
dead
of
body as
abilities you
cover.
can get. That's kind of fucked up. But there's abilities, right? And each ability has 3 tiers.
Yeah.
And if you don't upgrade your spear, you can only have the first tier. And then
Okay.
the next upgrade, you get 2.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And are those all optional things, or are they all story stuff?
There's some story cultists, but I think there's 20 optional ones that you're gonna have to find.
Okay.
I think it's okay. You
Yeah.
usually find clues to the cultists as you're playing the game naturally, so you don't have to take too much time out of your life to get them.
Right.
So you kill the whole. Okay, so they find the main thing now, right? They find the thing. The thing they were trying to look for was Atlantis.
Oh,
So Atlantis exists.
that's sick.
It did exist.
It did exist. It's
In the
kind
DLC, your character goes to Atlantis, and the Greek gods are actually the people from the precursor people.
Yeah.
You know, Juno and them.
Yeah.
They're all like part of a race,
Right.
and the Greek gods were part of that race.
Oh, okay.
And you know they like help people if they like them or something, like, you know, like
Yeah.
Greek god shit.
As they did. Yeah.
So Poseidon brings you to Atlantis and gives you the title of judge, right? Because you're like a third party. You don't have any previous biases towards the people of Atlantis, so you can judge them fairly.
Okay.
After you play through the game, you find out that, man, Atlantis is fucked. There's like human experimentation, like growing tensions that are arising into like revolts between humans and their overlords, etc., etc. Like the corrupt politicians, all the good stuff.
Yeah.
And
Are they all humans in Atlantis?
well, okay, so there are the precursor people,
Yeah.
and then there are humans that have been slightly modified to be like a better worker, and they're like the lower class, so they work for the precursor people, but they have like their own homes and stuff.
Okay, so it's basically
So they're not
Templars
slaves;
versus
they're
assassins.
just, I guess, sure.
Because the workers, they were, I believe, those were the ones that were like made, like based off these, or not based off, but like story-wise, they're the ones who were supposed to evolve
Did you
into
see
being.
him slow running into the cover, like?
Those workers were the ones that were supposed to evolve into being the assassins, I guess, like later on in life. But anyways, continue.
So, but this is all DLC. So
Yeah.
even if you're like that makes sense, it's all DLC. So if you have the base game, you will never see that.
Right.
But anyway, after you judged Atlantis to be like a terrible fucking place, not terrible, but like not worthy of like a precursor's preconceptions of a good city,
Yeah.
you blow the bitch up.
Oh, you just blow up Atlantis.
You put your spear in like a terminal, and it just like tsunami fuck everything,
Damn. All right.
and you obliterate Atlantis.
Huh. Okay. That sounds
And
cool.
they're like, damn, that sucks. And that's kind of the end of the game.
Okay.
Like after that, it's like one of the assassins, like they find this new, they find the artifact in Atlantis.
One of
like-
the Persians.
No, not the Persians. Just one of the assassin people, like
Oh.
from the present time.
Oh.
There's still like, there's this room, and then there's like a big fucking wall that's like see-through,
Okay.
and then Atlantis. Right?
Okay.
I know, very weird, but like
Okay.
that's how it's been, right? So Atlantis is fucked now, so it's just ocean.
Yeah.
It used to be Atlantis. In that pre-room, there's a golden staff,
Okay.
and it's like it has like the what's that thing called? It's like the two snakes spinning around with wings. It's like the symbol for doctors and shit.
Oh.
It has a name, but I don't remember it.
Yeah, I don't remember it either.
It has that on it. Anyways.
Okay.
Apparently, it has the ability. It corrupts people. Like the more they use it, because it kind of overwrites their DNA a little bit.
Okay, so that's
To
why
make them,
Atlantis was
like-
kind of a shitter.
Yeah, to make them like a hybrid.
Okay.
If they're human, it makes them more. They're called Isu, I guess.
Yeah.
And if you're Isu, it makes you more human. The main character is a hybrid of those two, which
Okay.
is why he's able to do like shit that other people can't. Like there's a bit at some point where in Assassin's Creed, fall damage is always a thing.
Yeah.
Not in Odyssey. After a while, no fall damage. You can leap off top of a mountain, be fine.
Okay.
It's kind of funny. It's kind of cool. It saves time, but it is kind of dumb. So she's getting over it, and she's becoming more like aggressive and ambitious, right? And her one of her friends is like her doctor, who monitors her condition in the anime.
The main
so she
character in the
doesn't-
real life.
Right.
is-
Right. And she has a friend who's a doctor, and they're like, she monitors her condition in the anime, so she doesn't have like a fucking stroke from all like the information.
Yeah.
And eventually she's just like, I need to take that staff from you. It's like it's
really important.
It's fucking you up,
anyways.
you know.
Oh, okay.
And the main assassin chick's like, hell fucking no, and she kills her.
Damn.
And then she was like, oh wait, that was a big mistake. And that's the end of that story.
Oh, that's just the end of like the real life section of.
Basically, she
Huh.
goes back into the Animus to like finish up the story of the main character.
Yeah.
And she like fucking puts the staff away and is like, oh, I'm coming back. I'm sorry. It's fucked.
I'm sorry I killed you.
So end of story. There was no real story to that. We're over time by a lot.
Damn.
And, everyone, the main characters know and love is dead.
Huh. That's really upsetting. Alright.
TLDR, Assassin's Creed Odyssey sucks, don't buy it.
Yeah. Bye.